words come out your mouth when you say that chord?
Three.
Three. All right. A flat diminished. Okay. So, I've got a few minutes and I'm not playing the song. I just need to figure out that chord. And I don't want to open that chord book. I don't. All right? I want to figure it out by myself. So, first thing I do is put the Bisquick in the bowl. What is the Bisquick? A, C sharp, and E. And you better put that sharp there. You better put that sharp in there, because if you don't, you're going to get more than a diminished chord. Okay? Get rid of that A. We did it. That Bisquick is now in the bowl. All right? What's the next thing it tells us to do? Flat. Flat what?
Everything.
Flat the whole dang chord. Okay? So we flat the A. And we get rid of the C sharp, right? It becomes C natural and E flat. That's an A flat chord. Right? Right. Now we want to diminish it. Diminish means flat the third, flat the fifth. Flat, you do not change the name of the chord, right? Can't touch the A. So we make a C flat. Nope.
Whoops.
Flat the C.
That's right.
Now I got a problem. The stupid E's already flatted. So what do I do?
Make it a D.
Flat it again. Put another flat sign there. That's a double flat. It becomes a D. Okay? So, let's play it. Okay, go ahead upstairs up there. Play A, C sharp, E. That's the A chord, right? Then diminish it. Flat the C, flat the E. Wait, and flat the A. Now we have an A flat chord. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Okay, we played the A chord, and then we flatted the A chord. Now, we're going to diminish it. Flat the C, and flat the E flat. See, it's actually easier to do it on the keyboard than it is to write it. Because your hand's already there, you just move it back. All right, let's do one more. All right, let's make...
They're not going to run into that double flat too often.
Nah. Well, when you play it, you don't even have
But
to.
it's nice to talk about it.
Right.
Double flats and double sharp.
How do you write a double sharp? Let's do this one. C sharp augmented. Write that up. C sharp augmented. A-U-G. Now, there's some other shortcuts for when they write these. They can, a diminished chord, you can show it as C minus. They'll write that. C with a minus sign. Okay, augmented. Sometimes they'll put C plus or C plus 5. Okay? And diminished seventh, which we'll talk about next week, is they'll put a little degree sign, a little circle. That was the first thing someone asked me when I started teaching. I had this student at Sherman Clay, and I was like right out of college, and I didn't know chords. I learned bass clef, and the guy, he's sitting there, he was probably my age too. He's sitting there and he says, "Gee, Karen, what is this chord?" And it was a G with a little circle on it. I didn't have a clue. And I said, you know what? Next week, we'll talk about it next week. It's a little over your head right now. And so I had to quick go look it up. If you ever hear me say that, you know that I don't know the answer. And I have to go look it up. Okay. So now we have a chord, C sharp augmented. All right. So let's write it out first. First thing, Bisquick, in the pot. C, E, G. Next thing, sharp.
Everything.
Sharp, sharp, sharp. And the next thing,
Double sharp.
sharp the fifth, which is G, right?
Right.
So a double sharp is an X.
An X?
You erase that sharp.
And make it
Make
an
an X with two little dots, one there, and one on the other side. There you go. Double sharp.
I didn't know that.
Really? That's
Because you play by
I
ear.
didn't know that was a symbol for double sharp.
See, aren't you glad you came?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Otherwise, people go, I don't need to play that note, they X'd it out.
Because I haven't seen that.
I have too, but I had no clue what it was.
You know what? It doesn't matter. You're never going to see them hardly ever. If you're playing songs with those in them, you shouldn't even be in this class. Okay? Now let's play it up there. It's because generally you're not going to write that out. You're going to play it. All right, so watch. C, E, G, sharp, 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 and sharp the fifth becomes an A. There it is. You cannot call it C sharp, F, and A. Why not? That's what he was playing, right? He was playing C sharp, E sharp, and G double sharp. But when he actually did it up there, it was a C sharp and an F and an A. So, but you can't call it, you can't write it that way. Because you can't change the bisquick. Okay? It becomes a whole other chord. It becomes an F augmented. See? So you can't change the letters. That's why sometimes on the organ when you play a chord, it comes up some weird thing and you go, what the heck is that thing thinking? That is not the chord I'm playing. Well, the computer thinks it is because there's a lot of chords that are the same. An A minor 7, C6 chord are exactly the same notes. Exactly the same notes. What's the difference? Bass note that you play is going to be different, right? All right. So lots of things going on. Let's do one more and I'm going to have you figure it out without us. G flat minor. Take your pencil. Take a minute. All right? Figure it out. I'll give you one more minute. One more half minute. G flat minor.
G flat minor.
Okay, first put in the G, this quick. G, B, D. Then flat, what?
Everything.
Everything. Flat, flat, flat. And then make it a minor. How do you flat a B flat? Flat it again. Make it an A. You can't make it an A. You have to make it a B double flat. So it's upstairs on the keyboard. Look, G chord, G, B, D. Flat them all. And flat the B. There you go.
You're playing the A, but you have to
You're
write
playing
it
an A, but you can't call it an A. Why can't you call it an
You
A?
can't change the letter.
Because you can't change the letter. You cannot pick the stuff out of this quick. The letters do not change. And the only chord, the note in that chord that you cannot mess with is the root. All right?
Could you go from step 2 to step 3 again?
G, okay, do it one more time. And we're going to run out of tape. Write G down, G, B, D. Then the flat means flat everything. Flat the whole G chord. Now what I have is a G flat major chord, right?
Right.
I need to minor it. Rule for minor, flat the third, which is B double flat. Okay? Pretty cool. Those are hard chords. You're not going to run into those very often. But now when you do, you will be prepared, won't you?
Yes.
Won't you?
Yes.